Hello, thanks for stopping back. Today we are going to discuss reaction times and improving reaction times through the use of different buttons and release styles. There's a bunch to pick from. We've got several we're going to test. We're going to do it as scientifically as possible. I'm going to run through them. My wife's going to run through them, all the different options, and try to determine which one makes the most sense and which one's the best, at least for us. At the end, I'm going to make a decision based on this data on which one I'm going to use moving forward. We'll also give you a bit of qualitative information in addition to the quantitative, just about, comfort and feel. So without further ado, we'll get to testing. We'll do a quick rundown of the players in the game. First up is the Hurst pistol grip with the button on top, pretty high spring tension on that one. Second up is the SpeedDawg round knob with the button on the side. Pretty low spring tension on that one. Third up is the Biondo 00 or 00. It's pretty low spring tension considering the size of the button. It's the most expensive and probably the most professional button that we'll be testing today. Next up is the Carling toggle switch. It's a pretty high quality toggle switch. It requires a little bit of effort to get it to move. Feels a little more solid than your average toggle switch. The next one up is the Omron. It's a tiny little Omron switch. It will probably require some kind of solid state relay if you were to go with this one, just because I don't think it could carry a whole lot of current. So if you were going to integrate this, you would need to keep that in mind. And the last one is a capacitive switch that there's no spring tension at all. It just requires your finger to be on it to make it work. To capture and record the data about the buttons and the button releases, each user will log in and select the button and release type that they are using, at which time they'll come back to this screen that you see right now, and once they press the button, that will stage them, as you'll see right now. They're staged. Now at a random time between 200 and 700 milliseconds, all yellows will flash and they will react the best they can. And it will capture that. So each user will do 10 tests per button and per release style. And at the end, we'll crunch the number. We spent the better part of an afternoon testing these buttons and release styles. So I put together 4 separate spreadsheet tabs to help analyze this information. This one here is our top 5 reaction times per button and style averaged together. So you can look at that. I won't talk over it. You can look at it and analyze it yourself. Overall min doesn't mean a whole lot. That's just basically not per user, per tester, but they're kind of outlier numbers generally. Like, these were not normal, but you can see that we had reaction times of as fast as 249 milliseconds on a few of these. And this is just the same data separated out by tester. Line 15 separates the 2 testers. And then we have average by tester. This might be the best one to kind of look at to get a feel for where the different buttons ranked and where the different release styles ranked. Okay, I promised a decision on which one I was going to use moving forward, and it came down to 2 options. Potentially this little bitty Omron switch with a solid state relay. It seems to be the fastest. There's almost no resistance when you push it and release it, so you're not working against your muscles. The other option will be this Biondo 00. It's pretty good, and it's nearly as fast as this. What I like about either one of these is I'm not tied to having to put it in the shifter location. I can put it anywhere in the car where it makes sense, so it's comfortable for me to push it. So that was a big part of the decision-making process. And realistically, they're all really close. And I think if you work with one of these buttons over time and you practice with it, you're gonna get better with any of them. I will say the Hurst, the pistol grip, is pretty uncomfortable. This spring tension is tight. It seems less repeatable. I don't like it. I'm gonna keep the one in my car for the line lock. It's fine for that. But when it comes down to releasing very consistently, it doesn't seem like the best option. So anyway, it's gonna be one of these two, just depending how complicated it is to get this to work with a relay and if that adds any delay. So hopefully this was helpful to you. If you have any ideas or again, any additional comments, please put them in the comments. Like and subscribe if this is interesting to you. So yeah, thanks a lot.